Welcome back to Arno Skincare Academy. My name is Dr. Nora Hussaini. If you are meeting me for the first time, today we are continuing our episode on vitamin C stability. We talked about why we need to stabilize vitamin C and its importance in the anti-aging process. If you've not watched the episode 1, I'm going to be dropping a link below on how to watch the episode where we started why and the process is needed to stabilize vitamin C. Today I'm in the lab. I'm about to produce Arno vitamin C serum, and I thought it wise to use the opportunity to video the process so that those of you who would like a practical demonstration of what we talked about in episode 1 can also follow. So here, let me introduce my ingredients and why I have the ingredients. So permit me, I might not be able to talk about the percentages. I'll talk about the ingredients that are required for stability. If you would like a copy of this formula, which has been tested and trusted, I sell my formulas for $100, $100 USD. But if you are a student of Arno, you can get this formula for 50 USD. So let's continue. Here I have my water phase. Inside this water, I also have some extracts and humectants. Also, here I have key ingredients. The first key ingredient is the vitamin C. Vitamin C here is 15%, which is the active ingredient. It can go from 15 to 20%. I'm not using so much of it because of issues with sensitivity, and I have other supporting ingredients that have been added to the water phase that also help with the anti-aging process. Most importantly are the active ingredients for stability. The first ingredient which we'll be adding is our chelating ingredient. Chelating, we talked about the importance. We need to add chelating ingredient to ensure that there are no metal ions. I'm using EDTA. You can use any other chelating ingredient of your choice. So I simply stir to dissolve. Then the next most important ingredient after my chelating ingredient I'll be adding are the antioxidants. Yes, we know that vitamin C is an antioxidant, but it is very unstable. So we need to add another inherent antioxidant that will help fight the oxygen. Whenever oxygen tries to come into, or ROS tries to come into the system, before it gets to the vitamin C, there will be antioxidants there that would be able to help fight this ROS. So we are going to be using two different antioxidants to increase the effect. We are using Metabisulpite. Metabisulpite is one of our antioxidants we'll be using, and Ferullic acid. These are two strong antioxidants that does the job of preventing any form of oxidation that may occur with the vitamin C. So I will just stir, but at the end of the day, I would have to stick blend this process. I'll have to stick blend the process. The next most important thing I will be adding is ingredients that will help bind water. So I talked about the first one is our chelating ingredient that will bind metal ions. Metal ions, we talked about it in our episode 1, how they react and catalyze the oxidation process. So we added metal ion. We also added antioxidants that will help preserve our vitamin C so that it can be available to the skin, which we used Ferullic acid and Metabisulpite. So I'm going to quickly get a stirring rod and stir this in. Third step will be to bind as much water as possible. You can achieve this using any absorbent of your choice. I'll be using sodium sulphite as well as xanthan gum. So I'll add sodium sulphite and xanthan gum in the process to help reduce water activity so that there will be no oxygen for vitamin C to bind with, leading to oxidation. In my xanthan gum. So xanthan gum has multiple purposes. It will help bind water and also help disperse some ingredients that are not totally oil soluble. A good example is the ferulic acid. The last stage after adding xanthan gum will now be to add vitamin C. Remember, at this moment, all the water are not very free. The water have been bounded to other actives as well as lots of absorbents. So now I can add my vitamin C and all the water soluble ingredients are ready. Final step will be to add the oil soluble actives, well solubilized. So we are adding, in this case, vitamin E, essential oil blends, and bisabalol, well solubilized in polysorbate. But you don't have to use polysorbate. You can use any solubilizer of your choice. Voila, our vitamin C serum is ready with lots of phenolics, well binded to reduce water activity, so less oxygen or free water is present, and it has lots and lots of other extracts that will also support its effect. So if you would like to have this recipe, send me a DM. I'll drop my link where you can always DM me, and let's talk more on how to stabilize vitamin C. I hope you've learned a lot, and implementing this in your existing recipe will help ensure that your vitamin C stays longer and more effective. Bye for now.